Hi, I'm Pati and welcome back to A Small Geeky Chica Figures. Today we're continuing with our Nendoroid Collection video with entry number 17, number 620, Zelda, the Wind Waker version from the hit game, of course, The Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker. So this one came out around that time, I believe, or after the HD version was released of the Wind Waker for the Wii U. So I've had it for a really long time. It's a companion piece that goes with the Link one, which you've seen me open, which was one of my earliest Nendoroids that I ever bought. So of course I had to get Zelda to go along with Link, and she is one of my favorite Zeldas, especially when she was kind of spoilers, when she was Tetra version in the Wind Waker, and she was super cool. But here we see her in her endgame outfit, and you can kind of see the bow and her light arrow that she uses it right in there, and you can see she comes with the Master Sword and shield for Link, which you can see it's meant for Link and not Zelda by this picture. But she has some really cute poses, an action pose, and then posing with Link because they're adorable. So let's focus. So yeah, she is a really cute one. She's one of the ones you'll see that can kind of stand on her own without a stand, but it's a little tricky. So let's get her out of her box and check her out in overhead. Here we have Zelda, so let's get her out of her box. As usual, she comes with her little booklet that shows how to put all her pieces together and what pieces come with her, the standard face one, but also how you can use the sword and the bow. And you can see everything, her three faces, her bow, her arrow, her light arrow, the Master Sword, the Hylian Shield, and a bunch of different 6 extra arm pieces, 2 extra hand pieces on their own. And as you can see, she actually has a very special stand right there that makes it easier to put it because her hair is long. So let's see if I actually have that in there. I have a feeling it's probably not in here and I'll have to go looking for it. But let's check her out. And lucky we do have the little stand right here. As you can see, it's different from other ones you've seen because this needs to be able to go behind her hair and help her stand. So it can be a little tricky to use. For her usual square stand that most of them come with, this one will say Nintendo on it. But yeah, let's check out Zelda. So like I said, she has 3 different faces. She has this winky face that you can see I have on her right now. Super cute and cool. And then she has her more like battle ready face where she's yelling, and then her cute little smiley face, which I would say this is probably her default face. And yeah, so let's take a better look at Zelda that I put her back. So this is definitely the Wind Waker, as which suggests, version of Zelda, which is very cartoony and just super cute, and I really love this design. Like I said, she has really long hair, which makes it a little tricky to get to put in a stand right here because it's all hidden behind her hair, which is why it has this weird, interesting design, like I mentioned. As you can see, I've definitely played around a lot with my Zelda and done a lot of Nendoroid photography, so she does have scuff marks that I need to clean up on her hair. And I don't know if you can see it very well, but I do have some little paint smudges, scuffs coming from her belt. So that can happen a lot with these Nendoroids if you're not careful, like me. But yeah, so she has a very flexible waist, which works with her skirt. She does have her little feet right there. But because this has a nice wide space, it does make it possible for her to just stand on her own without needing a stand, which can be very useful since her stand is a little more complicated, her hair is a little long, but she does tip over if you're not careful, so just gotta find the right balance. And the waist, while it makes her more movable, more posable, it does make her a little wobbly if you're not using the stand. So I do suggest using the stand if needed, but she can stand on her own. So let's see. She comes with her bow and her arrow, which is a light arrow, which you use at the end of the game. And just like in my personal experience, when I was playing Wind Waker, like years and years and years ago, the first time I went and did the boss battle and I wasn't quite ready, Zelda accidentally killed me with her light arrow. Surprisingly, I dropped my shield by accident. When she shot the shield, it was supposed to reflect off it to hit Ganon, and instead killed me. So like, I always remember this Zelda killed me in the end of the game once. Just a little funny memory. But yeah, you can definitely set this up with the right hands. But before we do that, we also want to check out the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield. Saying that correctly? But yeah, so she can totally use these two, even though the picture is basically Zelda comes with extra parts for Wind Waker Link, which, if you remember, does not have the Master Sword. He just has the standard sword from the beginning of the game. But if you want to give him the Master Sword and his Hylian Shield, you are free to do that. You can also just have Zelda hold them if you want. So let's go back in here. Then you have all these hands. Oh, right. So I think these extra hands are actually also for Link to use, because how Zelda has, sorry, I don't know if you can see them. Since Zelda has her gloves on, these hands don't actually work for her. But as you, I don't know if you can see, these little hands have the Triforce on them. So I think these are for your Wind Waker Link, so that he can have his Triforce on his hand. If that would blur out. So yeah, those are both there. They honestly seem to be the same hand, just different ways of posing. Extra little hands there for Link, because all of Zelda's hands have the gloves, which, depending on different kinds of Nendoroids, you could definitely swap these out for some other ones, so the other Nendoroids are gloved. But yeah, so that's why those other ones don't match, and those are for Link's. But yeah, she has a couple of different poses that she can have. I think this one is so she can touch her face. Yeah, I believe this one. Yeah, is when she's showing off. Right here we can see she's showing off her Triforce. Let's see. It's right there, showing it off. Really cute. And then I believe these hands. This hand is for like her holding her face, her hair, like that. And then this hand right there is for holding the arrow. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it right here very well. Let's see. That has a teeny tiny hole right there for the little tip of the arrow to go in. So I believe should go right about like that. If I can get it in correctly. Has to hold. So yeah, that's how she'll hold the arrow. Da-da-da. So maybe we can make her have the action pose. And then to hold the bow, we use this hand, which you can see has the little hole to go in. And like we saw in the book, this bow, so we can see it right there. Maybe we focus a little bit there. Can actually open. And then let's see, just pop it in there. Like we've done with many other swords, what we've seen with Marth, what we've seen with Link. I think Sakura from Kirkaba Sakura also has something like that, where you just kind of pull the item apart to stick it through, and then you can clip them back together once it's in the hand. So why don't we do that? Why don't we put her in her attack pose? Let's take off her face. And let's put her fighting face. So basically we're gonna try to recreate this pose. And while we have her hair off, we can take this off. And then this one off. Here, let's see. See if I can... maybe we'll take off the back of her head. No. I'll move this here. Never mind. The back is right attached to the neck. And you can see this Zelda face is a little dirty. Go in there. Try to do this without breaking, of course. Want to be gentle but firm, which is a delicate balance sometimes. Her neck come off, that makes it a little easier. Yeah. And as you probably know, I'm not the most gentle and firm, given how many I have broken over the years. I'm sorry, my head was in the way. You just kind of have to angle it nicely. There's nothing that actually is holding it on the other side. Just kind of get the spikes in between. And actually, if I'm looking at it correctly, it should be more like this. So it's always quite a bit of finagling with these things. Oh yeah, this Zelda, I realize, has a lot of yellow dye that's just smudged onto other parts. Like this belt in particular has left a lot of marks on her skirt. So you could tell that it is a very old Nendoroid figure. Let's put her hair back together. You're really cute. Also, these parts do not come out. They are part of her hair. Let's see if we can get everything. And then that one, it looks like she is looking a little to where she's shooting. And there we go. We have Zelda doing her attack, and we can actually probably see right there. She's gonna hit you with her light arrow. She's sort of looking at where she's shooting. I don't think we can turn her head that much more. Oh yeah, we can. So there we go. She's about to take out Ganon. Help Link take out Ganon right there. So she's super cute. As you can see, I've had her for a very long time. Like I mentioned, I've got a lot of this paint from this gold paint just like smudged onto her skirt from just a long time. Probably it being too warm and the paint rubbing off. And I've got a couple of scratches on her hair. But I still love her, and this is the result of just me using her a lot in Nendoroid photography, which you will see at the end of this video. Hopefully you'll stick around to check out those, because I really do enjoy doing those. But yeah, that is Zelda the Wind Waker version. Super cute. I did mention she has these other two arms, which you can put on her side, so she could be like touching her hair, or she has her hand on her hips. Whatever pose you want to put her in. And she's pretty poseable and not too fussy, unlike some of the other ones that I have, like Marth, where everything kind of falls apart. She's decently poseable pretty well. So I think she's a really cute and a really nice addition to your collection if you don't have her, especially if you're a Legend of Zelda fan, like me. But anyway, that's it for today. Just a reminder, if you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like and subscribing. You can also drop me a comment to let me know, hey, do you have this Zelda? Do you collect Nendoroids? Always good to know to see if there are other collectors in my community. And that's it. I also post more of these videos every Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, which could be either like a Nendoroid collection video or a blind box unboxing video. And I also sometimes every now and then upload like Nendoroid clothing videos in the middle of the week. And I also want to do some behind the scenes set videos for my Nendoroid photography that I'm very slowly trying to get back into. But I do believe that's everything for today. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.